So this isn't something I've ever done before, but I felt really led to after reading this part from Lighter. I don't know if you guys who have been following me have seen me posting things from Young Pueblo's book, but it was too much to post in a thread. And so I decided I was going to read parts of this because it is so good. And I posted something from my colleague and friend who I'm developing a relationship with. Her Instagram channel is at My Daddy's Eyes, and she talks about coming out of the adoption fog. And that was a phrase I didn't even know until not too long ago. And this right here describes what it was like for me coming out of that fog. And I'm going to read these parts to you because I just thought it was really powerful. Sometimes avoiding yourself is an unconscious pattern where you focus so much on what is outside of you that you do not have the self-awareness needed to see what is motivating your behavior. This idea should not be taken to an extreme. Being in community can be very healing, and human beings are naturally interdependent, which is a really hard thing for adoptees. At least for me it is. I was always independent or codependent, but I wasn't good at interdependence. And I'll get into that some other time. What you should be alert to is the constant avoidance of solitude. There is also nothing wrong with having a friend help to take your mind off something that is too heavy to process at the moment. But a clear sign of being disconnected from yourself is when too many of your relationships are driven by your need to dodge your tension. Whoa, totally how I was. The act of running away from yourself has clear consequences in your relationships. If you do not know yourself well, it will be hard to deeply love and understand those around you. If you cannot meet yourself in total honesty, it will be difficult to hold space and go deep with others. If you do not have compassion for yourself, it will be hard to treat others well. Full honesty, while difficult at first, can stabilize the groundwork of relationships by building trust and understanding. This is where it started for me. I was running away from myself. I was not connecting to myself. And once I started coming out of that fog and recognizing that there were impacts that were affecting my relationships, that was when I began to really explore. A common thread for many, once they start building self-awareness, is that they see how surface level and superficial a lot of their relationships were. A process of intuitive analysis starts when you recognize which relationships you should bring more energy to and which ones you need to let go of. As your inner light starts shining more brightly, your circle of connections sometimes becomes smaller, but you feel prepared to bring more intentional presence into each interaction. When you start journeying through your own inner landscape, self-awareness is activated and the door to wisdom opens up. This unbinding of old layers propels your evolution. The fact that you are no longer a stranger to yourself helps you to make your connections richer and more mutually fulfilling. And often you make new connections along the way, ones more aligned with your path and your values. Oh my goodness. Total truth right here. This is what it was about for me. It was increasing self-awareness. That's what I've been talking about since I started posting stuff. It's connecting with yourself and getting to know yourself in a way that you would someone else. But it's all about having the awareness. You guys, this book by Young Pueblo called Lighter, get it. It's amazing. And if you have anything that you'd like to add or questions you'd like to ask, just DM me or comment. See you guys later.